space right here or all the way down there, you just lose the rail right in here for the camera.
For the camera.
So like we're using the camera right now.
So this is seamless, and these pads are completely customizable. I think I put them too far apart. Because when you sit on it, they open up.
Yeah, and if they open up and put the saddle directly on his spine, then it is too far apart.
So you can take these out, put them back on any way you want.
Yeah, I would like have it a little open for the wither. Yeah. Yep.
And you can trim or take out, because this opens up and you can change height as well.
Okay.
And then this has pads that are beautiful.
Okay. What is that? Oh, the microphone was picking up all that movement. I don't want you to sit this high up on him, but if you can move the pads to where they're up higher up on his scapula, only because where they are here, he's just going to keep running his shoulder right into it.
Right, so have them kind of go over the shoulder. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Like, that's not a bad fit. Actually, even right there sitting would be fine. That's not a bad fit there. Yeah, that's not a bad fit there. You're fine, you're fine. But boy, there's quite a bit of bridging. Like you can like, there's a lot of clearance here. Under this piece right here.
Right. That's all that. Sweat pattern.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a good. I would definitely make sure that this is up under his.
Move that one up a little.
Yeah, I would push these pads more forward, and then the saddle, because like where the saddle's sitting right now is great. This piece right here is what I'm concerned about. the bridging will reduce after you sit in it. Just sit in it so that way I can, because this would not be a saddle I would say right off the bat, oh, good fit. But let me see what it looks like as you're sitting in it. You can do the saddle pad and everything. Because once you're up there, they can't adjust anything with you on it. And I know, right? Hi. And she's doing that. I usually videotape stuff. It's up to you. Most of the people who I videotape say they're really glad they had something to look at. Okay. That's her. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely too downhill. Yeah, I think the pads are good now as far as this separation. I'll see what it looks like. Here's you. How's it going? Hello. I saw on his speed chart, he gets a quarter speed of the check.
Yeah.
Because he was switched completely over to FiberMax, so if you wanted him to get 3/4 of FiberMax.
No, we were working on switching them off to processing a lot of labs.
Okay. Because he sure could afford to still put weight on it.
What?
He could still afford to put weight on it.
Yeah,
I would definitely move it up before you tighten it. That goes back to me thinking cushion. That goes back to me thinking cushion. You want to move here? Oh, okay. Good. I like that. I've never used her as a chiropractor, but she's pretty darn good at putting the horse's belly back together for me. Yeah. She's very nice. You met her before? Yeah. Oh, she's very nice. Since she is a vet, she's not allowed to practice, I don't think, right now, but ask her about this little lump here, too. What my finger is. It's internal, it's not. Huh? Because there's no contact of any kind there, like, there's no stabby or anything. What are you doing, bud? Easy, easy, easy. Let him. That'll just pinch him. So go ahead and ask him to move around so he can get used to that, because it just freaked him out. And it might be those tails on that saddle pad. Might be tickling his back. It looks nice on him. So what I would do, because he reacted that way, I would go ahead and ask him to, go around you a little bit, maybe even ask for the trot, let it pinch him a little bit at the trot. Guys, focus on something going on. There's nothing to see out there, buddy. There's one horse. One horse out there. Okay. Yeah, so like, he's the perfect example of a puzzle would be what you would want to do before you get on a horse, exactly like that. And just watch that his alertness doesn't run you over, because he wants to go back to see what he's looking at. And backing up might pinch him too, just so you know, and I don't want to see him leap forward on you after it pinches him. So just be ready for him to go, oh, and jump forward. No, he's reacting to the saddle like a young horse would react to the saddle, to being cinched. Who knows when the last regular saddling he's had, Yeah, it could be tickling you. If he was truly like a ranch style horse, he probably is used to, split reins and things like that. So there's probably plenty of things he's experienced, but just. Yeah, he's looking out there though at that horse. Goofy boy. If you're gonna keep the stirrups, yeah. can ask him to change direction. Other than having like a mild opinion about being asked to trot when he wanted to sit and watch them come out, I wouldn't be too upset with how he's being. He's very alert. He's very interested in other things. So he gave you, have you ever like stood too close to somebody in a grocery store line or a bank line and they kind of look over their shoulder at you like, could you step back? That's kind of the look he just gave you. So just pay attention to the looks that he gives you and just kind of read his mood, because his mood was kind of like, yeah, I'm doing this already. Good. So like right there is actually where I would have quit, just because face became nice, his trot became nice, and he was being more responsive. He's not connected, but he was being more responsive to what you were asking. Other strap that's sticking. He's gonna need the tractor, just so you know. I don't think I've seen a video that doesn't some kind of farm equipment running in it, whether it's just mowing or weed whacking or driving a tractor. I've seen a video that's whacking farm equipment. Okay, so did you bring a different mounting block in here last time? I mean, it doesn't matter to me if you're comfortable using that one. And May made a good point. I wonder what that does to the compost, this fiber. That's not what I said. Oh boy, oh boy. That's what I said. That's what I said. talking about. Hey, hey. Nope, nope. Good. Good. Good job. Good job. Oh, Lisa. You're doing great. You're doing great. Maybe rain. You're doing great. Yes. You're a good guy. Wait, wait. He goes to where? The gullet. Yeah, I guess. Well, we can see. No, I think they're close enough together that we're not going to really see. Good boy. Good boy. It's a handy little trick. What bothering him? Oh, yeah, no, I tightened it.
Oh, okay. It's like after all that running around?
No, I actually tightened it twice.
So,
Okay. Yeah, without this, with the saddle pad on, it closes it. I would,
don't like them down.
yeah, I would move the pads forward, and then it would be okay if you did them evenly instead of open at the wither. Like, do them a tiny bit more open at the wither, but not as much as they are now, only because it is going to allow this, well, it's not pressing, but, no, you know what? It's actually good. Maybe do it 3 fingers instead of 4. It's 4 right now. And then do the back as close as it is, because the back is definitely, because the back actually closed in. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly gonna work. Is it comfortable?
Really comfortable. I mean, it will be more comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then by moving those pads forward, you'll raise the front up a little bit. And then if you had to, you can get shims for the front until he puts on more muscle in the wither area. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Even though he's good, make a habit of taking those feet out. birds. They always have so much to talk about. There's barn swallows. They sit on the board at the end of my barn and just talk to each other like crazy. I'll hold them. They're doing great. That's good doing. That lets me know if I'm leaning forward. Just a little bit closer, not quite the same as they are in the back, but a little bit closer together. Yeah. The back of it like to this thing here. There you go. Yeah, so move the other one. Yeah, there you go. That's how I would do it. And then make sure that the front is more than the back. So look at this. Yeah, I wouldn't go that close. Okay. Let's further back. A bit more open. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That should be good. Boy, that's trying really hard. My alarms, because I'm so bad with time, my alarms are set for 5 minutes to every hour. So I know when that alarm goes off, we got 5 more minutes. Oh boy. Yeah, it's loose. Oh, it can't go up any higher this way. Yeah, I think that's something you're going to run into a lot with this one. Just because once you sit down, it spreads out, so then it gives, excuse me, still. Yep.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's still slightly downhill, but the only problem is if you keep moving the other pads forward, you're just gonna take away his protection on his back rib, his hind ribs. So I wouldn't move forward anymore. If anything, I would get maybe shims for the front of your saddle pad. Yeah, he's a downhill horse anyway, so you're gonna run into that. Like that's his type. How he does what?
He puts his ears back and listens.
Uh-huh.
So I was watching the videos from when we went to see him, and he did that then too. So I couldn't tell if he was telling me he was uncomfortable or if he was just trying to listen.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, he has a pleasant look on his face. Right now, he's not in any way acting unhappy or uncomfortable, and those ears back just then were to listen. He does put his ears back in protest, so I have seen that. So it'd be interesting to see if that's what you're seeing. That was not a listening, but it was like mild irritation, I guess, just because he doesn't know what to do right now. That's the grass poops. He does look a lot better than he did in the middle. So go ahead and ask him to trot and look what he thinks about it when you ask him to trot. That's a little bit of a... That was a little bit of communication, and it may be just in response to bouncing, it may be a response to him trying to figure out weight distribution for himself.
So, and did you see this? Is the saddle bouncing?
Let me see. Because while you were trying to get yourself together, you were bouncing, so I think that's what his response was. So if you're looking to do sitting trot, see if you can your just a little bit more. There you go. On your back pocket, you'll be able to really rock. I actually came up with a new way to describe it instead of the sliding, rocking chair that everybody is familiar with, but maybe never sat in long enough to. But you would sit the ball, rock yourself back and forth in the yoga. You can feel your butt sinking into the yoga ball. Try to do that. You can't find that feeling. Because you found like a split second, as soon as he did, his ears came forward.
Why is he going off into a canter?
If you're familiar to those. Because you have a rock back hindquarters, but you're on your hindquarters, but your front end was forward, so it was like an asking. Like almost not.
I'm trying to
but,
get out of my pockets.
Right.
You don't know what I want.
So just ask a little forward energy, but without too much. There you go. Yep, so try to find that feel. Just tuck your butt under you there. Almost. Oh, you had it first stride. You had it first stride. Again, if you're bouncing, you don't have.
If I'm bouncing, I don't have it. Yep. My butt's not moving.
No, you're coming, whether the skin contact is the same, your weight is coming up and off. So try to sit back more on your pockets, and you can't really find that. There you go, right there. You had it first, right? There you go. Keep looking for it.
Luckily, I was on a balance. Close to it anyway.
Your work. Now the balance the left, the better. There you go. There you go. There you go. Feel. But instead of bouncing.
I just thought about that. He was like, what? Stop. You're so responsive. You are.
You also might find that every time you wanted to ask me a question and stop, you stopped him by the gate, so it's probably part of it too. Part of a pattern. So why don't you change direction so he doesn't get uneven? I didn't see what time it was, but I just don't want to see too uneven. So he doesn't get uneven, we'll change directions because my alarm's going to go off in 5 minutes, which means we have 10 minutes. Trying to bounce your butt into the yoga ball instead of bouncing up on the yoga ball. See if that helps give you a visual. I'm trying to think of things you would recognize the sensation, the feel. If you feel, you know what you're looking for. And if you're looking looking for, then you can do it. You have it a couple times. You guys, you know, you'll keep looking for that feel, but if you feel you're bouncing in opposition to that, it's hard for you to tell if you're there or not. I'm going to have audio problems. Does not matter how much. I probably have like thousands of dollars invested in audio. And I have no. Yep. There you go. There you go. Much better. Okay, you're a little off now. Go back to front. Yep, now you're off. Yep, there you go. I saw you make the adjustment, so now look for that bounce into the ball. You know, what's happening is he's responding to your leaning forward. And by leaning forward, he's asking you, are you wanting me to canter? He's confused because forward in a trot, then for the next. There you go. There. That should feel totally different. Right. That's okay. He's figuring you out. You guys don't have a lot of writing history. So he's trying to figure out what you're saying because since
It's not staying balanced.
he's struggling to figure out if you're asking for something different, so that's why he's half halting on you. If you can be consistent in how you're sitting and don't lean forward, because when you lean forward, you're asking for something faster. There. That's perfect. Like just those few strokes you had were perfect. There you go. There you go. It's like somebody can see. So, what would you think would be the best thing to work on if you were struggling with something as simple as that bend?
Going on other bends.
Working on that bend and doing a circle there. You can get that bend and just keep this way. You can a circle multiple bends. So that's what if I found that I was struggling on something simple like bend, I would just, only that bend, I would stick there until we smoothed it out. And just keep circling there until you smooth it out.